I once believed I was a beta male. I sent off all the right signals, but I most definitely wasn't an alpha male. I just recently learned the truth, and it has really opened my eyes. I am a male Zeta. A Zeta male is a person who refuses to conform to the norms and preconceptions associated with being a man and instead pursues their own goals in life. I can also let you know this. It is a fantastic way to life. 13 indications that you are a Zeta male, and why that's fantastic. 1. You don't give a damn what people think of you. Zeta men are sigmas on steroids. If you are a Zeta, you don't give a damn about the label society wants to give you or the ideals of masculinity that have been thrust upon you as being true. As Nassos puts it, the Zeta man refuses to allow society tell him how to behave. For him, there are no set guidelines or positions assigned just for males or women. Male Zetas can be gay, straight, bisexual, or polygamous. It is more of a personality type than a sexual orientation. The key idea is that you are autonomous and go against the grain of what is typically considered to be masculine or feminine in terms of behavior and standards. You might appreciate heavy metal and sappy love ballads, or you might favor rom-coms and UFC. They don't give a damn if it doesn't fit or strive to fit into a particular slot. Simply Zetas going about their daily business. 2. You don't actually act like a white knight. Being the white knight who comes to the aid of a woman in need can be a very alpha trait that sparks an epic love story. It doesn't really interest the Zeta male. If you are a Zeta, you might find that you have doubts about customs like paying for a date or practicing other forms of chivalry. You simply don't value them very much. You will pay for a date if you wish to. Otherwise, you won't. You view people more as unique beings than as deserving of preferential treatment or consideration based on their gender. As a Zeta, you may be highly active in the dating world, but you may discover that long-term partnerships are difficult for you to obtain, in part because you don't subscribe to popular notions of romance and relationships. 3. You allow interactions to develop spontaneously. The Zeta guy doesn't attach many labels or expectations to relationships, allowing them to develop spontaneously. This may frustrate more conventional partners, but it may be freeing for people who get uncomfortable easily in close quarters. The internal independence and self-assurance of the Zeta male frequently show in ways he isn't even aware of, which turn women on and make them chase him. You're at the top of the social scale. Many people think that alpha males are at the top, whereas sigma males are actually in charge. These autonomous alphas are less concerned with praise or approval and are far more magnetic and motivated than alphas. Alphas, who are innate leaders, fearless warriors, and business leaders follow them. The Zeta guy, who completely follows his own path and doesn't even abide by the stereotypical masculinity type of the sigma or the alpha, is tied in social power with the alpha. He might not always appear to be a manly person on the outside. He might come across as either extroverted, introverted, or a combination of the two. He might don a suit or just put on some sweats. The Zeta guy is incredibly attractive to mates and friends due to his captivating and secure demeanor. He has his own schedule and ambitions. 5. You're a pioneer. Being a Zeta man also gives you the capacity to filter out outside distractions and concentrate on your own objectives, which is one of its greatest advantages. You are probably inventive and innovative, enjoying coming up with fresh concepts and enhancing tried and true procedures. You don't give a damn about what people think of you and are far more focused on the task at hand. This can make you a very successful corporate leader, but it can also cause interpersonal problems when your independence-seeking tendencies come out or you disagree with conventional methods of doing things. Zeta males, according to 40x Life by Design, are educated, sensitive, and affectionate men who do not conform to what society tells a man should be or what the job of a man is in society. 6. You have an open mind. Zeta males are open to hearing everyone out and don't frequently hold on to preconceived notions of how things should be. They welcome people of all different identities and are okay with cleaning the chores or raising the family in a marriage. The Zeta male is very genuine and true to who he is. Because he values his own truth, he respects others and their truths. He doesn't feel the need to force his opinions on others and reacts poorly when someone does. The Zeta male will admire a showy alpha's approach of being a man, for instance, unless and until the alpha crosses the line into being hostile or bullying. The Zeta man will reach this point in his tolerance and tell the other guy to go home. 7. You have a great understanding of women. Understanding women ranks quite high on the benefits of being a Zeta man. You understand female psychology as a Zeta man and find talking to women to be even more enjoyable than talking to males. You're not as perplexed or bewildered by women's behavior as many guys occasionally are. Your issue, on the other hand, is that you have such a deep understanding of women that you can be inclined to manipulate their feelings and thoughts in order to achieve your goals. This can undermine trust in relationships and result in a number of circumstances where you, as a Zeta guy, discover that lasting partnerships elude you. Additionally, you can find dealing with strong, demanding women rather draining and difficult, especially when they don't give you freedom to express your uniqueness. You won't adapt to fulfill a partner's expectations. Zeta males reject making adjustments to satisfy a mate's expectations. On the plus side, the Zeta man does not back down from a dream or objective simply because someone criticizes him, which results in increased independence and clarity of vision. On the negative side, this might result in stubbornness and a refusal to make concessions. Zeta masculine characteristics, such as being their own person, nearly always err on the plus side, nevertheless. Zetas are typically thoughtful, creative men. Because of this, the Zeta's friends, co-workers, and other people in their lives tend to appreciate their perspective. 9. You are aware of your goal. Male Zetas are frequently highly motivated and goal-oriented individuals. They have the good fortune to frequently discover their calling early in life and devote themselves to it ever since. Life can be very perplexing for Zeta males who haven't found their calling. You may sense your own special potential and passions bubbling inside, but you're unsure of how to translate them into the outside world or a job path. 10. You are capable of taking care of yourself. The Zeta male's drive to take care of himself has a significant role in his capacity to choose his own destiny. The Zeta is aware of the importance of proper nutrition, self-care, and rest. He puts himself first at all times, with the exception of very close friends or family during a crisis. He works hard and plays hard. 11. You assist other men in realizing their full potential. Zetas are very outgoing and kind. Although they frequently live alone, this does not necessarily imply that they are shy or actively avoid social interaction. They may have a large number of passing acquaintances and a smaller group of close friends and tend to oscillate between being introverted and outgoing. One of your best qualities as a Zeta is your willingness to assist other men, and really everyone, in understanding dating, romance, and life. Although you don't like to be imitated or adored, you are always willing to offer guidance. You also value the opportunity to guide someone as they navigate their way through life. You're a particularly valuable masculine role model for people who might be having a hard time figuring out where they fit in the social hierarchy or who think the concept of social power is absurd. As a Zeta, you serve as a sort of codebreaker, assisting other guys in seeing that not all of us have to fit into the preconceived types that other social scientists or theorists have established. 12. You have your own manner of living. Zeta guys have their own particular style of living. For me, this usually translates into strange and intense experiences and interactions, as well as fierce friendships and conflicts. Professionally, the Zeta typically works in fields that reward originality and independence and respect rather than scorn his mental prowess and imagination. Zetas always give something their own unique spin. If you're a Zeta like me, you realize that each day presents a fresh opportunity to dress in your own manner, engage in stimulating conversation, and follow your own unique hobbies.